Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, December 11th, and I'm your host, Krista McDonald. Earlier this week, Governor Baker announced that Massachusetts will be moving back to Phase 3, Step 1 of the reopening plan. Stacey Lane, Assistant Health Director, explains how this will impact the community.
Hello, I'm Stacey Lane, Assistant Director for the Norwood Health Department. Governor Baker announced that effective Sunday, December 13th, all communities in Massachusetts will return to Step 1 of Phase 3 of the Commonwealth's reopening plan. The rollback is in response to an increase in new COVID-19 infections and hospitalizations since the Thanksgiving holiday that is straining the healthcare system. Returning to Step 1, Phase 3 means outdoor gatherings at event venues will be limited to no more than 50 people. Any outdoor gatherings of greater than 25 people will be required to provide advance notice of the gathering to their local health department. Indoor theaters and performance venues and high-contact indoor recreation businesses, such as laser tag, trampolines, escape rooms, roller skating, and obstacle courses, will be required to close. Outdoor theaters and performance venues will be limited to 25% capacity and no more than 50 people. Many sectors will be required to reduce the capacity from 50% to 40%, and this includes arcades and indoor-outdoor recreational businesses, drive-in and flight schools, libraries, museums, retail offices, places of worship, hotel common areas, and golf facilities. Movie theaters will have a maximum of 50 people per theater, and they also have to reduce their capacity to 40%. Gyms and health clubs also have to reduce their capacity to 40%, and they have to wear a mask at all times while in the building. In restaurants and venues with seated dining, customers must wear masks at all times, except while eating and drinking. No more than 6 people may be seated at a table, and their time limit will be limited to 90 minutes. Musical performances at restaurants are no longer permitted, and food court seating must be closed in all malls. In the office setting, employees must wear masks except in their own workspace and alone. They are encouraged to close or limit the time in break rooms. For up-to-date information and the latest guidance, please visit mass.gov reopening protocols.
Thanks, Stacey. After a thorough vetting process and several interviews, the Library Board of Trustees has named Charlotte Kennelly's replacement as Library Director after her retirement in January 2021. Clayton Cheevers comes to the Morrill Memorial Library from the Thomas Crane Public Library in Quincy with 20 years of experience in his field.
I agree with my fellow board members that all of the candidates that reach this stage have the experience, they have the training, they have the knowledge, they have the passion, they have all the qualities that are sort of, you have to have those to get anywhere. They all check all the individual small boxes that we developed along the way.
Well, it looks like, if I could, you have some consensus around Clayton Cheever. So I think at this point, the next step would be if someone wants to make a motion to recommend Clayton Cheever to the general manager as a selection of the trustees as the next library director, and ask that the general manager work to take the necessary steps to hire him to the position.
I'm thinking that since I was the only person who didn't offer him as first choice, that it would be good in the long run if I made the motion to make it clear to anyone that I am fully on board with this choice as well. And so I hereby move that we recommend Clayton Cheevers as the next library director and take those steps required to implement that recommendation.
John, I think as board chair, that would be a real proper that you are the one that does that.
Okay, we're going to vote on the motion. I'll take them in seniority, if you will. Ms. Begg.
Aye.
Marguerite.
Aye.
Ms. Montgomery.
Aye.
the new kid, George.
Aye.
And I vote aye as well.
Excellent.
Stay tuned after this break for more town news.
Did you know Norwood Community Media offers podcast episodes of your favorite community and government content? NCM is also proud to host 2 independent podcast producers. The Impaction podcast, hosted by Aubrey Seall, focusing on substance use prevention and wellness. And Today in Space, hosted by Alex Orfanos, exploring topics beyond our atmosphere. To find these and more, search for Norwood Community Media on iTunes and Podbean.
Welcome back. There was a small sense of normalcy this past weekend as the Circle of Hope hosted their annual Luminary Night on the Common. Thousands of bags with written messages of hope lit up the Common, and residents were able to walk around and observe. Tim McDonough, president of the Circle of Hope, recaps the event.
Hello, my name's Tim McDonough. I'm president of the Norwood Circle of Hope Foundation, and I just want to give a quick update on a very successful night we had this past weekend, Sunday, at the Norwood Common with our annual Luminary Night. These have been tough times. We decided that this year more than ever it was important to do our Luminary evening, and it was a tremendous success. We had almost the same amount of bags, luminaries, that we sold last year, 2,000. We made almost $10,000. In addition, we received a very generous $5,000 donation from Norwood Bank. So on behalf of the Circle of Hope Foundation, we want to thank all the people that came out that evening, as well as all the people that purchased luminary bags and sent in donations. It's, again, Norwood helping Norwood, and you have all helped to brighten the holiday season for many of your fellow citizens here. So on behalf of the Circle of Hope Foundation, thank you so much, and all the best for a wonderful holiday season.
Great job as always by the Circle of Hope for hosting such a beautiful event. Thursday night, Santa took some time out of his very busy schedule to visit the Norwood Community Media Studios and chat with the boys and girls of Norwood. Accompanied by his trusty elf, Erin, Santa read letters and took phone calls from the children in town. As always, he really enjoyed the experience.
He has Santa Claus to say, love coming to Norwood, love talking to the kids of Norwood. It's always my favorite night of the year to be here with Erin the elf and all my friends at NCM. Can't wait to see you all Christmas, and enjoy your holiday season.
NCM is always happy to host Santa and Elf Erin this time of year. For station manager Megan Corbett, it's her favorite show of the year.
A live chat with Santa this year was a huge success. We had about 41 kids call in, Norwood residents as well as beyond, because we do stream on our website, so that was great. What was really important this year for me was to bring some holiday cheer to these kids. So much has changed, and their lives have been turned upside down this year in 2020, as all of ours has. But the kids, they haven't missed a beat. They are just still carrying on, doing what they have to do. So to be able to give this to them in their homes, to be able to chat with Santa and Erin the elf meant the world to me. And I think the parents and adults enjoyed it too, and I think it brought some holiday cheer to them. So I can't wait for next year, and I hope everyone has a great holiday season.
Thanks to Santa and Elf Erin for taking time out of their very busy schedule to visit Norwood. The Recreation Department is all systems go this holiday season, ensuring that you can enjoy some holiday events and spread some holiday cheer from a social distance. Travis Farley has event information you need to know.
Hi everyone, Travis Farley with the Norwood Recreation Department. I just want to let everybody know all the fun holiday activities we have coming up this December, starting off with our parade starting this Sunday, the 13th. The parade is still leaving the middle school at 3:30 p.m., but we're going to be changing the parade route a little bit. We're going to be going to neighborhood. Starting at 3:30, we are going to release a map, so please stay tuned. We won't have a time for neighborhood. We'll kind of just be making our way. We have also going to have a North Pole letter drop, so if you still want to get your letter to Santa, that's going to be out at the Civic Center at 165 Manhattan Street all day, all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you want to get those letters to the North Pole, please drop them off. It'll be out. It could be at 10 at night, doesn't matter. It'll be out there all weekend. So we hope you can join us on the parade. We are going to start a Facebook thread to kind of update everyone as we go along for the parade, but we hope to see you on Sunday. From the 14th to the 20th, we will be hosting a virtual gingerbread house decorating contest. So for everyone that wants to be creative and decorate that gingerbread house at home, please check out our social media page or call us at the Civic Center for more details, 781-762-0466. But please contact us for details on the virtual house decorating contest as well. On December 11th today, we're going to be doing a storefront decorating contest and actually a home decorating contest. We have released a map, or we will be releasing a map with all the addresses for everyone that did a fantastic job decorating their home, so everyone can drive around and check those out. We are also doing a storefront decorating contest with all the Norwood businesses. We have about 7 businesses participating. We hope you can make it. Check out the storefront and please patron these places during these winter months. We hope you can enjoy all the hard work everyone's put into storefronts and homes and check those out.
Thanks, Travis. And now we're going to toss it over to school news.
Hi guys, I'm Jake McCarthy. Let's take a look at some activities happening in our Norwood schools this week. In Norwood High School news, the Student Council online school store winter launch is open. The store is a fundraiser for the Student Council, and a portion of the proceeds will go to the club so that they can work on putting socially distant events and activities this school year. The store will be open from now until December 17th, with items likely to be shipped the first week of January. There are some awesome items in the store, and to check them out, go to nhsstudentcouncil.w20.itemorder.com/sale. As we head into the holiday season, the Coakley PTO has a quick and easy way to help raise funds. Add Coakley PTO to your Amazon Smiles account. The first time that you use Amazon Smiles, you go to smiles.amazon.com. Click on Amazon Smile from the menu to select your charity as Coakley Middle School PTO and then ship from this site. The charity choice will be saved. Then, every time you shop Amazon, start at smiles.amazon.com and a portion of your spending will be donated to the Coakley PTO. Thanks to all who participate. In their English Language Arts class at the Balch School, these third graders have been exploring the elements of informational texts. One topic they have been learning about is identifying the main idea in a text. Student in Mrs. Kayer's class love to learn with music, and this song helps students grasp the concept.
What to say. The main idea is what the reader takes away. The main idea is what the text is all about. The main idea is what we're trying to figure out. The main idea is what the author wants to say. The main idea is what the reader takes away.
The Cleveland School is in the midst of a SEL December. SEL stands for Social and Emotional Learning, which is a process that helps students build self-aware and interpersonal skills. The school has launched a new initiative called a Blizzard of Kindness. Students and staff are being recognized for simple acts of kindness. When a student is recognized for a kind of act, they will be given a snowflake to decorate. The snowflakes are being displayed in the cafeteria for all to see. Also, at the Cleveland, as part of their community outreach, all grade levels are making ornaments and holiday cards to be donated to our local nursing homes. Nice job, Cleveland. Third graders at the Oldham School are finding creative ways to work safely in groups while taking advantage of the warm fall weather. The students are using plastic tablecloths which are easy to sanitize, and they are also 6 feet apart. It's been a fantastic week at the Prescott School. One of the highlights of the kids' week is having art class with Miss Arfanos. This past week, the third graders took a look at designing artwork around their initials and letters in their name. Here you can see Miss Hatchie's class is making beautiful pieces of art that will adorn the walls of the school. In addition to art, all the elementary students enjoy routine physical education, library, and music classes. The same program is provided to our Remote Learning Academy students, and we're excited that the last month, art is now being offered to all of our RLA students. Also, who says remote learning doesn't include dancing? Here you'll see our first grade hybrid students dancing along to Happy with Miss Ravier. The Oldham hybrid teacher realized that students need frequent movement and screen breaks and implement those breaks in exciting and engaging ways. The kids always enjoy getting up and showing off their dance moves. Continuing on from last week at the Willett School, the kindergarten children practiced their letters and letter sounds with Mama Echo, also known as Miss Doherty. Using their magnetic letters and letter boards, Baby Echo says the letter, a word that starts with that letter, and then the letter sound. In this video, please note where the children confuse the letter B with the letter D. Let's go to the classroom.
Bat, boom. B-bat, boom.
Good job.
B-bat,
Be careful. Don't let it confuse you with the D. If you need a clue, look up at the top and you can see your B is the second letter. Make sure you're getting the correct one. which one is your B? There you go. Good job.
Hi, this is a D.
You got it, Molly.
A, B, C, D. So let's move this
Good
back
line.
down.
Oh my goodness,
Can
nobody
you
got
find
tricked.
the B?
I didn't get
Good.
it either. I didn't get it.
Nice
I
job.
didn't get it.
Will instructional assistants are there to help and support learners as they move through the trickier challenges, such as the letter D and letter B. For kindergarten children, this can often be challenging. With the trustee instructional assistants, they are able to identify when a child needs support or assistance in solidifying their letters and letter sounds. Since children have their own letters and letterboard, they are able to manipulate the letters, move them, then self-correct if necessary. Thanks, Willett. It is neat to see learning in action. The Little Mustangs were learning about Hanukkah this week. They learned about some different traditions associated with a special holiday. They played some dreidel games and quickly learned that Gimel is the symbol you want your dreidel to land on, as you get to keep all the coins in the middle. The student made menorahs out of rectangles and practiced counting by gluing 8 candles to represent the 8 days of Hanukkah. They also made sticky paper dreidels to hang in their classroom windows. While celebrating December holidays may look different this year, the Little Mustangs are learning that holidays are special no matter how you celebrate. Well, that's it for school news. There's something interesting happening in our classrooms and schools every day, and thanks to all the educators who share their news with us. Now, let's go to Brian Dunn for the latest sports news.
Hello everybody and welcome into the sports update for this week. My name is Brian Dunn and the winter sports schedule is a go. The MIAA website has updated games and times for the winter sports season and Norwood will begin after the new year. The opening slate will be girls varsity ice hockey at Medfield and the Skating Club of Boston makes its NHS hockey debut as Norwood hosts Hopkinton, both taking place on January 6th. Stay tuned next week for more updates on our live winter sports coverage and an update on the first week of winter sports tryouts. Another reminder is the Fall Sports Awards will be premiering in a few weeks on NCM. The athletes worked really hard this fall given all the circumstances, and it's great that the athletics department is still working diligently to make sure this great tradition continues and that the athletes are recognized. Tune in Tuesday, December 22nd at 8 o'clock p.m. on the NCM Community Channel for the premiere of the Fall Sports Awards. I'll talk to you next week. Kristen, back to you.
Thanks, Brian. In Government Monday night, the Planning Board met with only one item on their agenda. Representatives for applicant David Spiegel went before the board with a major project special permit request for motor vehicle lot storage on Carnegie Row. After a brief discussion, the motion was made to give a 1-year special permit extension for the applicants. Following the public hearing, the board went into executive session for ongoing litigation for 940 to 958 Boston Providence Highway and 750 Everett Street. The board came out of the executive session to give a few updates from the planning department. The next planning board meeting will be December 21st. At the Board of Selectmen meeting Tuesday night, the board had a discussion regarding the gravel operation located at 973 University Avenue, which was the main topic of discussion at the November 17th ZBA meeting. The property owner was given a cease and desist order by the building department after operating under a permit that has been 5 years expired.
I know government moved slowly, but I'm also concerned that he's staying those 1 or 2 steps ahead of us, Council, that by the time we get to where we think we need to be, he will have completed everything that he has wanted to do without the necessary permits in place, because that's what he wants to do, or because he thinks he has a right to do it, whatever the reason. So if we've known about the ongoing work or newly discovered ongoing work in violation of anything, and there's already an existing cease and desist, I would ask the question, why aren't we moving quicker on the next step of enforcement to prevent him from just doing whatever he wants?
That expired in January of 2015.
It was a 2-year permit.
So the way that things used to work in the building department was that when a permit expired, the building inspector immediately went and made the permit holding person aware of it. And if they didn't get another permit, then the building inspector immediately took the person, the entity, the business entity, to court. And in most cases, at court, daily fines were imposed on the violator.
After voting to send a letter to the zoning board, the selectmen moved on to their 7:30 appointment with Tim McDonough and Bob Thornton of the Assessors Department to discuss and set next year's fiscal tax rate. After a detailed presentation by McDonough and Thornton, the board unanimously decided to set a 1.71% CIP shift. This means there is about a 3.5% increase on residential tax bills from last year and about a 3.5% increase on commercial tax bills. The Norwood Airport Commission met for a little under an hour Wednesday afternoon after a brief AIP project update and airport manager's report. Discussion ensued on Flight Level's request to create painted parking spots and Boston Executive Helicopter's 2 submitted lease proposals. Mr. Sheehan did not feel comfortable agreeing to the presented terms of the lease and urged BEH to make necessary revisions and present to the board at the next public meeting for approval next month. The board closed the meeting with a quick note on the previous lawsuits involving the Commission and Boston Executive Helicopter.
I want to quote Judge Stern's decision. The court will not consider the allegation. I think for those of us that were here at the time and listened to a lot of those retaliation, false claims, I think it's vindication for all of us that in this matter we've always done the right thing, and it's now been confirmed by 2 federal authorities, the FHA and the federal court. So I'm happy to report that.
The Airport Commission will meet again after the new year. Wednesday night, the Community Preservation Committee met and began their meeting by introducing their newest member, Catherine Walsh. Walsh is also the newest member of the Conservation Commission. Following the introduction, the committee briefly reviewed the CPA applications for FY22. The projects included the fire bell removal, Hawes Walking Path, University Ave Trail Study, Winter Street Hill Overlook, and interpretive signage for historic landmarks and locations. To end the meeting, the committee discussed planning for the Winter Town Meeting, which has yet to be scheduled. The next meeting for the CPC will be January 13th. For complete government coverage, tune into the NCM Government Channel or watch it on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Stay tuned after this break for more town news. Welcome back. As we all know, there are many ways to give back during this holiday season. Norwood's Director of Veteran Services, Ted Mulvihill, is sharing a couple ways we can help our veterans. The VA hospital in West Roxbury is currently seeking donations of toiletries for men and women for when they are discharged. Collection boxes have been placed at the Senior Center, Morrill Memorial Library, and Town Hall. Please consider dropping off some soap, shampoo, disposable razors, or toothpaste to help our veterans. Have you ever seen a reindeer before? Put on your boots and head to Norwood's Indian Park and try to catch a glimpse of the family of 5 reindeer that have taken up residence there. These 5 reindeer are really good at social distancing. They never seem to stand very close to each other. So while you stroll across the cross-country course, keep your eyes open for them. Please don't approach the reindeer or you might scare them away. Be sure to stay on the path. Park at the lot for Hawes Pool, Washington Street, and follow the path, keeping the playgrounds and ponds on your right. Reindeer pictures will let you know that you are headed in the right direction as you begin your search for the 5 hidden reindeer. This public event is free, self-guided, and available from dawn to dusk for the next 3 weeks or until the reindeer decide to leave. Boots are strongly recommended. The path is stroller-friendly, but can get quite muddy in certain areas. The path will take you on a big loop through the woods of Endine Park. Be sure to wear a mask. A special thank you to the Norwood Trails Advisory Committee and the Norwood Conservation Committee for supporting this family-friendly event. Well, that's all for Norwood News. To stay up to date with Norwood Community Media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.